but this time he will, you know. But like that's where it's like the point to put out there is that like these old Africans making a point off them is these people, they deserve it. All right, yeah, because I know, I don't know if you got the text, but another brother sent me a text the other day about that prayer to Obama, that little kid praying to Obama, and he said it made a comment that what the person that 2/3 was saying was sad, but you can't feel sorry for them. You know, these people, if you look at how they really are, you know, like if you would have a camera on that person 24/7, you'd see really how wicked a person really is, man. So they deserve it, and who's the only one that can see that? The Most High. All right?
No, you can't. The Most High makes perfect judgment. His judgment is righteous. It's on point. Nobody, like the brother said in the very beginning of the whole topic, nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see people in those conditions. Hey, but that's part of being alive on this earth, like we brought out last week. Every man, the spirit can't feel anything unless he's put in a body to walk on this earth. All right? So, in a man that's on earth, the Most High weighs the actions. He weighs out men's actions. So, when a man's on the earth, he's able to move, you know, put into action certain things. All right? So, you're going to be judged according to whether it be good or bad on your part. So, the Most High, whether you're a man or a woman or a grandma or mother or father or son or whatever else, you can't speak against the Lord. It's the Lord is the one that makes people die. He's the one that allows it. He's a great judge. The Bible tells you that, man. Look what he did to Egypt. Is there unrighteousness in the Most High? God forbid. The Most High tells you that he causes evil to happen in the city.
And again, like it said, or like you were saying earlier, if you look at Egypt again today, it's getting even more hell again, you know? And that's one of the signs that's gonna happen to start this thing rolling even faster now, because, you know, Egypt's going through a lot of hell right now, and they're having a bunch of reports that aren't even making it on TV, but Egypt's gonna get fucked up, man, America's gonna try to go in there and help. But we already know whenever has America gone to a place and something good came out of it. You know, something's gonna happen, man. We already know, but we already know all these things. I know it's in Isaiah where it says that the most, or not Isaiah, Jeremiah 51, where it says that Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, and it has made all the nations mad. America's gonna piss off all these nations, man. That's why they're gonna destroy it, take part with destroying with the Most High, you know.
Because America, they try to control everything. You know, they're the superpower, and they have that authority, though. You know, they're playing their role. They're fulfilling prophecy. They're doing exactly what they're designed to do. Their system's designed to do. You know, so if they go into hell, Egypt, good. It's pushing. We're getting closer to that time. You know, and a lot of the shit happened like probably 3 weekends ago, where in Egypt there were 65 people got murdered by the I guess the militia, because of they oust this man, one of their presidents, and they hadn't seen him since July 3rd or the July 2nd or 3rd. They don't know where he's at, and they put in a new president. So those people were mad about it. You know, so there's gonna be uprisings, man. It's part of prophecy. I got this scripture. It says Isaiah 19:1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts.
Right, you know, it's what I was saying. You know, you want to see it like that. That's what's going to happen. The Most High is, playing it out. You know, like he said about Esau real quick a minute ago. The prophecies are being set in motion. Now Egypt's playing this role right now, and you can see from that a lot of things are going to start happening. And like I said, there's going to be Egyptians against Egyptians. That could be for any people, because that's just saying that every people's going to be fighting against another. And I know the brother said real quick though, there's going to be uprisings, and there was a riot a couple days ago. It came out on news. There was like thousands and the thousands that assembled against the police up there in Egypt.
Well, in that specific scripture, in that chapter, they're talking about the Israelite Egyptians, because there were Israelites that were called Egyptians. And then there's other scriptures like in Matthew 24, it's talking about nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, what have you. It's going to happen on the four corners of the earth. But in that particular scripture, referring to the Egyptians in the land of Egypt, okay, which is going to happen again. It's happening over there right now. It's prophecy. Okay, so not everybody is an actual Egyptian. The people that live in Egypt are the Egyptians. Although America is spiritually called Egypt, you can refer to this place too. Okay, so it's all part of prophecy. It's meant to happen. Now you can have the smallest city, the smallest country, and it's gonna rise up. I believe it tells us that in one of the minor prophets.
Yeah, but like like the brother's saying, man, about all these prophecies, it's undeniable. Like the brother said in the very beginning of the lesson too, how the elect know, man. We know it, man. We see it. This truth, man, it's undeniable. Just the level. It says in 2 Corinthians, man, real quick, before it talks about Moses and the law and how your hearts are covered. It was even said that Paul even said that we use great plainness of speech, and it's in the Most High with the elect. We see it plainly. We see America rising, Egypt rising, Iraq rising. All these other third world countries rising up. People in America rising up, and it's just like. I was texting this brother the other day, and I was telling him it's just a matter of time, man. It's like that, like the brother always gives that analogy of that door handle almost turning. That's what it's like, man. It's almost there.
This is Joel 3:9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong." So those weak countries, the little countries, they're all rising into preparing for war. So every city, every town, every providence, every great kingdom that's under America, they're going to be touched. Everybody's going to be shook. It's going to happen all over this whole earth, man.
Like it says in the scriptures in Ezra, that for the great pride of a city, no man shall be able to enter, because, they're going to be, like it says in Jeremiah 2, not the chapter 2, but it says in Jeremiah that every land's pretty much going to be that bloody battlefield. You look out your window, and it's going to be nothing but dead bodies and people killing each other. Like I say, and let the weak say I am strong. That's going from the cities to actual people, man. Everybody, because in that day it's going to be kill or be killed. And nobody's experienced that before. This place especially has not experienced that before, man. Nobody's seen what we're about to see. Nobody.
It's global, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, global to the point you can't. Like I said, you're not going to be able to run nowhere, man. That's how hard. I remember Ahmad Shabala bringing it out in a lesson. I think you told me, never mind, his brother might have told me, but he had said that the probability, man, of you being able to get out of a city, it's going to be real hard. It's going to be very hard because everybody's going to be trying to get out. And it's just, you're going to have a car crash, you're going to have fires exploding everywhere. What are you going to do?
Well, just like the scriptures say, if someone can't enter a city, what makes you think you can be able to get out of that city? It tells you that in 2nd Ezra.
That's why they create toll booths, things like that, or checkpoints, so they can make it harder on us. Because they know you people are going to be trying to run. I remember we brought it out a long time ago. I had heard word from a person that worked in the penitentiary out here, down San Angelo, out going towards Abilene. But they were telling this person I was talking to that they're thinking about they're getting ready to just do the, bring the chip, start martial law. And I think, what was it? I can't remember. Oh yeah. And martial law has been declared in Egypt too. Just a matter of time, man. Like, all these things are just slowly happening, but they're gonna happen. They're just gonna burst.
2nd Esdras 5:1 says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, and that thou hast heard long ago. And the land that thou seest now to have root, shalt thou see wasted suddenly.
All right? And like, well, to give an example, right? We'll put it on our own city, San Angelo. The brothers been bringing it out weekly, man, about the whole oil boom thing going on in San Angelo. That's enough evidence to show that San Angelo, like I said, it's starting to take root, right? A late bloomer, right? But it's getting there to become popular. But like, what did it say? It's to where it's going to be suddenly destroyed. And it even said, what was it, the prior verse? Iniquity shall. But iniquity shall be. Iniquity shall be increased above that which thou seest. Meaning, it's going to be worse, man. It even tells you that in Matthew, man, that because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Iniquity is just going to be, it's going to be like,
iniquity, wickedness is like cancer, man. The son of perdition. His whole job and his vibration is to break down anything that's good. Okay? He's about chaos, man. Like, not about order, not following rules. He wants you to follow his rules. You know what I'm saying? Not the rules of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
And that's another thing too, man. Like, you know that motto of America. What do they say? The land of the free. Free from what though? Think about it even more. What are they really free from? They tell you an answer, but what are they really trying to be free from? We already know. It goes back to Nimrod when he was trying to have that one world society, that free world, away from the commandments, to follow Esau's rules. And another thing too, real quick, since that iniquity, since we're on that iniquity subject, like y'all people, since we already know y'all are wicked as hell, y'all pure your own eyes, really, y'all actually really very wicked. Saying to you people, man, let's just see how much you really love wickedness in that day, man. When all hell breaks loose, let's just see how much you enjoy it. You enjoy it in that time, because that's really what wickedness is, man. Though you're getting your way now, it's gonna bite you in the end, like it always said. That's what iniquity is, dead. A hurtful way to die. So you're gonna experience what you always thought you loved, and then you're gonna get your special cup of reward.
I'm gonna jump down from 2nd Esdras 5:9. It says, in salt waters, I'm gonna start at verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall often be sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into a secret chamber, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon the earth. One land also shall ask another, and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no. At that same time shall men hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their way shall not prosper.
And real quick, in that same chapter, there was a part where it said like a long time, or it says,
where I've read in the beginning, where thou hast heard long ago.
Yeah, where thou hast heard long ago. I was just linking up with those scripture he just read, because we don't know when this thing's gonna really happen. we know Most High is a controller of times. He can make things seem like a long time.
The seasons, but he gives men the spirit of discernment. And not only that, through his son Yahweh Shai, through the scriptures, he's given us signs on how to discern that. Weather patterns, rumors of wars. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you can be able to discern, okay, we're getting closer to it.
And into a 2/3 mindset, man. You know, like I wanted to use it real quick. Like when those men were asking if a man of righteousness to come through the city, you're gonna remember in that day, us two men and all the other men that were on the highways and byways, preaching the truth, speaking the truth, and it's gonna be like a long time ago. That's why I said like a long time ago that you heard it. That's what it's gonna be like. But you're gonna remember it. But Most High's gonna open up your minds to remember all the men who were out there preaching the truth, to know like they were speaking the truth, man. We should have listened.
Just like all the old prophets, the prophets prior, okay? They were all doing the same thing. Right before a kingdom would fall, right before destruction would come in, Yahweh Shai would send his prophets, his servants, to warn his people, Israel, to prepare them, hey, not to the other nations, but to that nation, okay? But now that we've been scattered to the four corners of the earth, that's why you got brothers that are on the highways and the byways, but the sign, the 12 tribe sign, and our garments with the same doctrine, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, on the four corners of the earth, because we have people scattered, Israel scattered to the four corners of the earth. Because we're trying to wake up, ultimately it's the elect, not every Israelite, every Negro, Latino, Native American, Indian is gonna make it. Okay, so all the prophets from the old time, there's no new thing underneath the sun. Okay, like it said that in the second Esdras 5:2 it says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now that thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. Because right before the Yahweh Shai, Yahweh destroyed the inhabitants in the time of Noah, there was great iniquity in that time too. It was beyond what they ever imagined or seen, right? So every generation, the process of time, every millennia or what have you, generation, it increases. America in this time, it's increased above measure. So again, Yahweh Shai is sending out his servants. Now I'm gonna get this scripture real quick because it's happened long ago and it's been told to you long ago, from the beginning. This is Isaiah 46:9. It says, remember the former things of old, for I am God, and there is none else. I am God, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
Yep. And a good example real quick, like he's speaking about the prophets, and how he said his counsel shall stand. The Most High is doing it exactly the same way he did it in the prior time, like the brother's speaking about. There's no new thing under the sun. Everything he's doing. It should, like it said in Romans, all things were an example to those that live after should not live the way that they did prior. You know, the Most High, this is to the ones who understand, this is a comprehensible thing. You know, you people who proclaim you love truth, y'all should automatically recognize that what we're doing is a sign. Or it tells you that in Ezekiel, all right? Yeah. You know, but that's it should be a clear indicator, like, oh, like, well, we already know, like, Esau, like, oh shit, they're out there.
Well, we have a few individual men that came up here, or may have been women, men, whatever. But it was individual people that came up to us, and they say that we know it's close. They know it's closer, especially that they see two young men out here, you know, speaking the truth. They may have not got the full grasp of it, the understanding, but they saw with their eye that, okay, so it's getting closer. You know, they uttered it with their own mouth. Because the elect, only the men, 144,000 are going to be on the highways and the byways pushing this truth. And there's going to be a great multitude of 1/3 of the nation of Israel that follow after them. So there may be other men, women out here that are following after Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. We just don't know. You know, we're doing our part. The body has its own functions and it does whatever it does, but it's not against the foot. It can't be against the eye.